How's it going there, everyone? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing us a brand new One Piece chapter discussion. And for today, guys, we're going to be talking about chapter 839, where we're involved with the brand new speculations and developments that are unfolding in this chapter, guys. Yes, guys, I'm actually excited for this chapter, not only because of the stuff that's been going on inside the chapter, but all the theories that a lot of the YouTubers and a lot of the One Piece theorists and a lot of many people that have been commenting on the vinsmokes family are actually coming into light, which is actually pretty exciting, guys. If you guys really think about it, you know, we're actually getting more involved with the vinsmokes family in this chapter, and I'm hoping that Oda doesn't really stray away from the vinsmokes family, because I'm actually interested in Sanji's family. They're very powerful. You know, there's still a little bit of mystery going on with them, what their real goals and motives are. Well, besides, of course, global domination. But the getting there to the world domination, that's the part that all us viewers and readers are actually interested in actually knowing what the Grimmerskis are actually wanting. And I'm seeing a lot. This chapter was very powerful in the images, guys. This chapter was a very visual experience. You know, a lot of the dialogue that was used in there was very, I would say, very sarcastic. Very sarcastic, condescending. You know, you're just looking at this chapter with all the freaking vinsmokes family, and you're here thinking, like, you know, a lot of viewers are gonna get aggravated at the vinsmokes family, because, you know, the way they're treating the peasants, you know, their servants, the regular people that are working under them, and you're here wondering, like, wow, Sanji is going through all of this. Sanji is experiencing so much anger bottled up inside while having dinner with his own brothers and fathers and sisters. Like, wow, you know, this chapter is really, really intense. The suspense in there, you really could really cut the air and the friction inside this chapter, guys, because of the fact, wow, props to Sanji. You know, in the chapter, though, they really explained also that Sanji, he doesn't care. He doesn't care he's getting mistreated. He doesn't care all about that. But when you're hurting a woman, or the people that are following you, or you're hurting people that Sanji cares about, you know, that's where the point that Sanji gets aggravated, because the fact, you're attacking someone else when you should be really attacking the Sanji instead of actually going and hitting low blows. And, you know, Sanji is getting aggravated to the point that he really is going to lose it, and he doesn't even care about his life anymore, because of the fact, you know, they're trying to kill some of Sanji's precious gems in his life. And that's what I think the vinsmokes family is really horrible. This chapter really describes just how horrible the vinsmokes family is when they're all together. When they're all together, it just reminds you of I would say, Don Flamingo's family. Not necessarily his family, but I would say that his mob pirate crew. It reminds me of that. That's how it kind of reminds you. Like, that kind of hate and anger that a lot of viewers are going to get is the same kind of hate that you kind of get from the way that Don Flamingo's henchmen and men were kind of doing to Dressrosa itself. And I thought to myself, wow, guys, wow, 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 wow. So many wows in this chapter, you know. A lot of theories on the YouTuber, you know, they're probably laughing their asses off, saying, oh my god, you know, I can't believe my theories are coming out right. Oh my god, this and such, you know. Props to a lot of these YouTubers, you know, that are actually coming up with these great theories. And, you know, it's funny because the fact that at the end of the chapter, guys, we're getting to see that basically Sanji's brothers and I would say siblings are actually robots, guys. Oh, I want to say they're robots, but they're mass-producing robots. That's what the actual, I would say, feel of it is. You know, and it's crazy. How are they mass-producing this? Are they technologically being funded for themselves? You know, are they actually or half organic, half machine? Is Dr. Vegapump involved in this? You know, we don't know what's going on with freaking the vinsmokes family. What are their real intentions? And also, guys, what the heck, man? What the freaking heck? How did Sanji not figure this out when he was a little kid? You know, how did he not see this? Like, were they? I remember in the chapter they kind of explained that they couldn't get in there when they were kids, but still, I'm pretty sure when you were a little kid, you would remember very past traumatic experiences. And I was hoping to see that maybe Sanji might have seen one of the henchmen got cut or stabbed, or maybe might have saw a robotic body part. But I'm guessing Sanji's memories don't seem to work in that kind of sense. So, yikes, you know. kind of like a little flaw there in the story itself, you know. Can't argue there. But like I said, the chapter was very great overall, guys. You know, I'm glad to see that Oda is still doing the very magic that he does in every bit of his storytelling. Wise, guys, it's very wonderful. Can't argue there, guys. Can't argue with One Piece. One Piece will last a generation, guys. It really has. And you know, the thing about One Piece, guys, in this chapter, you're really gonna get aggravated not only with Sanji's father and the brothers and the henchmen. You're gonna get aggravated at the fact that why are the vinsmokes really trying to marry Big Mom? They seem like they're pretty dominant in terms of what they're doing, you know. Like what more could they possibly gain? You know, like I feel like Big Mom is just like, it's not even a stepping stool for them, since they seem to have very powerful, capable fighters. Their army seems to be actually doing pretty well, and I feel like the army that they're cultivating is an army that seriously is an army that is just followers with no human will. That's basically the vibe that I get off of the freaking Germa 66 guys. And also, guys, did you guys notice the freaking German symbols throughout the whole entire, I'm sorry, the German symbolism off the whole entire chapter, guys? The German 66, wow, props to Oda. Do you know where and what specific point that I'm talking about, guys? It's a very powerful scene, guys. When I saw that, I was just like, what the heck is going on here? This is some straight up Nazi kind of stuff going on here, guys. What the heck? Nazi socialism going on at its best, guys. But no, the part that I'm actually explaining, guys, is the part right where Sanji and his brothers are having, you know, they're having dinner themselves. And right behind them, behind the father, you see the giant imperial eagle right behind them, standing prominently right there in your guys' face. I believe the Germans called it the Reichsadler. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Reichsadler. That thing was prominent when I saw that, guys. When I read that chapter, oh my god. I was like, damn. You know, like, I was actually kind of a little bit hyped at that little scene, because I'm like, damn, these guys are literally supposed to represent the freaking German army. Like, even the German 66, like, name literally implies, like, I believe it, think it's supposed to, I forget what it's supposed to represent, but I believe Germa is supposed to, like, represent maybe Germany. But nonetheless, so, you know, like, I found that scene very powerful when I saw that, guys. Very, very powerful. And you're here wondering as to, wow, Oda, you're really keeping that militarist theme on the Vinsmoke family, and even the symbolisms, the electric symbols that like were on the eagle's wings. You know how when the Nazis have the swastika, instead it has like the electric symbol of the freaking Vinsmoke family. Like I was thinking, like, holy snap, you know, Oda, your puns are kind of, you know, they're really funny. You know, that's actually pretty funny. You know, like, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of viewers actually caught on to that. You know, or maybe it was just me that just caught on to it. Now I'm weird like that. But like I said, you know, I thought that was actually pretty interesting when I was reading the chapter itself. And also, guys, holy snap, I believe it was, we're gonna get a fight scene off of Sanji and the brothers in the next scene, guys. In the next chapter, I'm sorry. We're gonna get that because of the fact that we're actually seeing Sanji, he's actually still keeping his I would say bravado with, you know, don't hurt females, don't, you know, no matter what, don't hurt a female, because, you know, the Chef Seraph that, or I'm sorry, Chef Seth that actually taught Sanji all his codes and bravado, that, you know, that the man he is today, that taught him all that, you know, it's still chiseled in Sanji, and freaking Judge Vinsmoke is like literally saying, hey, you know, we can't have you acting like this. Act like the royal that you are. Stop acting like a normal peasant. And, you know, Sanji just got aggravated at the fact that, you know, that they're treating somebody so horribly that no matter what, they'll still follow them. And, you know, and you're clearly seeing that in the next chapter, you know, Sanji's boiling point just melts, and he's going to say, you know what, I'm gonna punch my brothers. You know, I'm going to teach them lessons and say, you know what, these guys need a royal beatdown. And I'm kind of excited to see that in the next chapter. But, you know, like I said, the chapter kind of did end off right there and then with freaking Sanji entering a room, seeing all these, like, I would say organic robots, you could kind of say, or humans. We don't know that for sure, but it looks like organic robots to me. And a lot of viewers are going to be wondering as to what the heck is going on here. Why are they cultivating all this freaking mass army? Are they experimenting, or are they just creating their army? Or are they actually creating, are they going to be using these robots to put the smile devil fruit on them? You know, we still don't know if the Vinsmoke family is still involved with that itself, guys. You know, like I said, like a war is going to break out. A war is definitely going to break out. And wow, guys, I can't wait to see what Oda is going to give us in the next chapter, guys. But like I said, that's it for this rant, guys. You know, I was actually very much enjoyed of this chapter. There's so much detailing. Like I said, it's a very visual experience, guys. You know, like I said, it was pure dialogue, but it was a very powerful visual experience. We're seeing the tension between Sanji and the brothers. Sanji seriously despises the family, and you can clearly tell from the dialogue itself, guys. But let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what's your guys' thoughts on this chapter below. What were your guys' favorite scene? Did you guys find that Imperial Eagle, the Reichsadler, as entertaining as I did? And also, guys, what are you guys' thoughts on these organic robots? Or if they're organic robots, what are you guys' theories on them? You know, like I said, you know, like a lot of things is going on in the One Piece universe right now. Everything's unfolding. You know, I'm just curious as to I'm curious as to what the Vinsmoke family is going to be doing, guys. Like, you know, wow. Just freaking wow, guys. But like I said, let me know down in the comment section below, guys. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, give a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out. One more thing, guys, that I forgot to mention. The fact is, in the cover page of chapter 839, guys, we actually got to see, I believe this long-running series off of Shonen Jump is actually ending on its 200th volume on September 17th. Or today is September 15th, by the way, of the day of this recording. But on September 17th, we know we're actually getting the last chapter and volume of Kochiro. I cannot pronounce the whole entire name, but the Kochiro manga, you know, it's basically ending. And Oda gave, I would say, a farewell tribute towards that author's manga, you know, since it basically it's been a long running series, you know. And I thought to myself that when I saw that little scene in that little panel, I was like thinking, no, wait, that has gotta be important. So I had to Google it myself, and I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense. So the manga's actually finishing, you know. Kudos to that author that has worked for 40 long years in order to do his own manga and never skip a serialization. Kudos to that guy, you know. But like I said, you know, kudos to Oda to doing that to that author himself. I don't know the author's name. Sorry, guys. You know, I can't catch up with those old long series anime and manga. But like I said, you know, kudos to that. You know, like I said, like Oda, you could tell that Oda did this out of good intentions. You know, even gave the little, I would say his berry counter to it. It's so funny. I thought that scene was pretty hilarious, guys. But like I said, kudos to that manga after running for 40 long years. But as always, guys, peace out.